We have 20 people here actually, right?
Yes, sir.
You could ask me some questions, probably that could be better. What is that you want me to do?
Within fraction of second, just I'll tell them to on the video, sir. We'll session to be started, sir.
So like we just want to have interaction about what's exactly entrepreneurship and what skills makes a person a good entrepreneur and what challenges you're going to be facing in the coming days as an entrepreneur.
Praveen, see, I wanted to give food to someone who really starves. Otherwise, what happens is the food what I provided will be thrown onto the dustbin.
So the people in the webinar are a part of e-sales actually some.
Yeah, maybe you could ask me what is that you want. There is nothing which is not known to the people. You can also get into a YouTube and then listen to lectures. There may be better speakers. So any invited to talk is for interaction. Assume I also switch off my video. Will it be okay for you?
Not like
To Hitam. The connection is somebody who came to Warangal for my design thinking program. And there also the same problem was there. That was a teachers empowerment program. Most of the teachers don't even attend. That is what teachers are. So I'm sure Hitam has got more teachers than 20 teachers. If none of the teachers are not interested even to show their face, they also have a technical problem. That is the fate of Indian engineering colleges. I'll tell you that is why. It's not unknown to me. But we always look for, is there one place where it is something different? Is there one student who is interested? That is good enough. What is more interesting is one person who like to learn something. Now at least one or two is good enough. I don't require 100 or 200s. Send me some Telugu movie you have seen where entrepreneurship is enterprising by BTech is projected as a theme. I guess people are from Telugu background, they are movie lovers, they must have seen some movies. Let me see whether people are alive, so that I know whether you are there, whether you are listening, or maybe you are just online. My number is 9447437 That's interaction. What is exactly required for BTech people today is communication skill. Being better as a job seeker
All entrepreneurs.
or entrepreneur is communication skill. Communication skill is not blah blah blah. It is not reading, it is contacting people. Networking is what is communication. How do you get in contact with the people? So somebody who attended my session got into contact with me. So unfortunately I am there in Hitam today. Who is that person who contacted me or who had my contact from Warangal design thinking program? So Sujata contacted me, right?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I have contacted you, sir.
So that time also you have seen how I am interacting. Because most of the engineering colleges,
Yes,
that is the problem. People don't come, they don't speak. Got it? That is unfortunate because they all come for attendance. They want a certificate. They don't want knowledge. I am so happy at least somebody messaged me. But that communication is wonderful. But whenever you send a message first time to somebody, you must also introduce who are you. To the person whom I have got the message now, immediately I have sent my message back. Also I sent my introduction. That's done. Plus I also asked your introduction please. I don't have this number stored in my telephone. I am doing it. Parallelly, I have done it. Okay.
Yes, sir. They'll be trying to on the way.
I do that. I do that. When I get a message, immediately I respond. Now I have sent. The movie name which was is Maharshi. Wonderful. That's a beautiful movie. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that person who has contributed. At least one person is not on video, is active. Good. So rest of the people are not communicative. Communication is networking. Communication is getting into contact. I must thank principal, but I must also tell that if this is what the message for students, if K. Shivaprasad is also supposed to talk as per the schedule, if this is what is action oriented programs, I wish need a good orientation for people how to be active, how to be communicative. A job seeker or a entrepreneur, generally the word most popular is entrepreneurship. Not necessarily only BTech can do that. I am a science person with mathematics as my PhD, but then my PhD happens to be in fluid mechanics. Don't ask whether it is engineering, technology or science. Actually, these are all only for namesake. There is no difference between science, engineering and technology. If you want to look at it, probably the knowledge which talks about the general laws and principles and truth, or we don't know the truth. We identify facts and then associate it into science. As a space scientist, my designation was scientist bar engineer. I can be also called as a scientist, I can also be called as an engineer. So I was Government of India engineer for 20 years. I am taking pension as a retired engineer from government service. What is engineering? Engineering is applying this scientific knowledge for building, designing, creating something which is new. So earlier every college used to give Bachelor of Engineering, BE. Unfortunately, or probably most realistically that is to be done, many people don't do engineering because they don't do anything, they create. Whatever is created, they convert into tools, designs, processes, products. That process is called technology. So that is why most of the engineering colleges or the degree BE itself is renamed as technology, because there is nothing new they do. No design, no building, no creating, everything has gone. But in the syllabus there is no change, only name has changed. So what do? They keep on teaching problem solving, innovation in the classrooms. This is how you have to be creative, this you have to improvise, this is how you change the world, etc., etc., etc. But those people who are teaching have never done anything in their life probably. Very rarely you see people with the professional experience. If you look at doctors, you know what doctor does. You know what a barber does. You know what a cook does. If you ask what an engineer does, probably we had engineers day the other day. I don't know how many people really felt that, oh, this is my day. But for a teacher's day, many people would have sent messages to their, happy teacher's day. India celebrates happy teacher's day to great. But pathetically, great man in whose name engineer's day is celebrated was not a politician, He never became president. Therefore, people don't consider that as a great profession. They don't even remember who is that fellow. I fortunately started my after masters program for PhD, MPhil and teaching was from Visvesvaraya College of Engineering in Bangalore. So I am with Visvesvaraya College of Engineering. So soon after my masters, the person with whom probably I must have mostly associated to us, or under whose name that institution is there, is Mokshagundam Visvesvaraya. That is from 1986. So that is my association. So I wish people realize what is importance of engineering, because anything what I do around me, my life itself is more dependent on engineering than anything else. But we don't take it very serious. Who is responsible? I think each individual who is supposed to be called themselves as an engineer is responsible for that. Because they get, I keep saying they are the real spiritual people in the world. They get detached to everything. They get detached to their degree. They get detached to their family, friends. They get detached even to the class like this. That's why they don't even show their faces. Like Swamijis and Rishis used to go and stay in the cave. You're all hiding behind the computer. This is possible only for engineers. That is why engineers lost their credibility. What do? They create their own islands. Many engineering colleges says we are the best in recruitment. 100% recruitment. I have seen engineering colleges claiming that. Why 100% recruitment? Because only out of 100, 4 passed. And all the 4 passed became engineers. They got some job. So 100% placement. What do they happen? They lose their job or they lose their interest in life. I think yesterday I posted one of the discussion with me to one of the employee in Infosys, who is an MTech, who is not happy in their job. He doesn't know what to do next. So disastrous, no? People hunt for getting job. But then after getting job, they are distressed. Don't know what is to be done. The reason is they don't understand what is real life. If you become a doctor, yes, they write doctor and everybody recognize them as doctors. But I don't know how many engineers will write ER, engineer, before their name. Burj Khalifa, the Dubai, the tallest building in the world. The person who made the pit for the foundation, that work is done by one of my classmates. He always writes, he's only a BTech, he writes ER, engineer. That is because he knows he is an engineer. Piling, his specialization is piling. So when India has to make big tunnels, there is a big problem. It's all stuck. The piling machine doesn't work. He comes as a consultant. Many of the railway projects, great bridges, because he is considered as one of the greatest engineers of the present day where piling is concerned. Geotech engineering. Many people pass from best IITs with the MTech in Geotech. Many people teach in the classes, but they don't know practical. When I go to Dubai, we used to have a lot of time together. So what is engineering? Engineering is the most practical aspect where you can do. So it is not passing BTech, not getting a job, not getting married, go abroad, settle. It is not a startup idea. India has got more than 80,000 startups. But not even 80 become successful. Not even 800 remains for more than 6 months. That is because most of the BTech projects which we propagate, I was also part of engineering college as an executive director, as a management professor. So I've seen what happens in the BTech, and most of the teachers certify that this is a genuine work which happened. Actually, it is not teaching, it is cheating what is happening. So if out of 500 people, maybe 2010, almost 11 years back, in one of the moderate engineering colleges, I went for inaugurating computer science association program. I must have had 400 students in front of me. Actually, I started by scolding the people who are gathered there because the hall was so shabby. Engineers are professionals. It is not teaching 5S principles in the class which is important. Keeping your things 5S principle is more important. So I remember asking them to keep the chair in proper order. After that only I started my class. And there were photographers who were picturing the programs in that college for last 20 years. First time they are seeing so neatly arranged things. It doesn't cost you anything. It needs a vision. That is what is designed. If that is not part of the activity for the management and the people who are running the college, you are not teaching professionalism. So creating professionalism is most important, otherwise you become unfit for a job. You become unfit for running your own institutions. It is not money which matters. So one of the students from that college that day was behind me saying, yeah, you are telling something different. We want to follow you. In next 6 months, she arranged a program of mine in Ravindra Bharati, collecting 100 rupees per head. 1200 BTech students participated, and I got 1,20,000 rupees. 20,000 was the expenditure for arranging the program. I was paid 1 lakh rupees. So I am a speaker of entrepreneurship. I am a professional. I can earn a lot of money. So what is entrepreneurship? If you can do some business and earn money, and you know how to make it happen, you are an enterprising person. Entrepreneurship is a noun. What is the verb for that? Enterprise. Enterprise. So many people speak of entrepreneurship without even understanding what is the root word, what is the action to be required. So engineering college, campus selection. Yeah, many people select their girlfriends and boyfriends in that. That's why it's campus selection. I keep saying engineering students are very good Gandhians because soon after getting BTech they quit India. Mahatma Gandhi told to quit India. So what is essential for you to understand? You need to do not great preparation. You need to jump into action. Don't think too much. If you think too much, you will not take risk. Because you always find a lot of problems around. So you need to know. Without knowing, if you jump into something, that is called foolishness. So there are two people who jump into entrepreneurship. Why 80,000 doesn't stay, only 80 stay? Because most of the people jump into business without even knowing what is it all about. Most of the job seekers also do the same thing. Without even knowing what job they are supposed to do, they jump into the job. Therefore, they become distressed. So if you understand, that is why I mentioned it is being better. How do you understand what is exactly required by you? What is that you can contribute? What is that you can do? How do you become a good person who can contribute in a company or in a factory or in a job? Otherwise, you can start yourself. How do you do that? Okay, tell me two, maybe Andhra, Telugu speaking people who are the best entrepreneurs whom you know. Again, my number is 944-7437-948. Let me see whether you are in search of people who have done such business and then became better. Those who are on video, they can speak if you want. Otherwise, send a message. Tell me, who is that person, as you know, is one of the best entrepreneurs which Hyderabad produced, which is very famous in this part of the world today.
Ramoji Rao, Tea Garden.
They are all business people. They are not entrepreneurs. There is a great difference between what is traditional business getting expanded, becoming bigger and bigger and richer. New idea which came into existence instantaneously, and then it's like a startup. It's an enterprising job where they get into market very fast. They make a difference. Okay, what do you do? As a student, you jump into a education system. From there, you become an employee, then become an entrepreneur. So it is not that soon after education you get into, then you don't know the business patterns. That's why most of the people learn after BTech go into MBA. But that also doesn't serve you, because unless you are in a best institute where you can get a real practical training with a lot of experience sharing, your MBA it also becomes much worse than BTech. So you have to be in a professional place. Otherwise, best thing should be to get into a job where they do real job, understand how business is run. Because business is not just technology. That even if you're an employee, inside you there is an entrepreneur, a inner entrepreneur, I must call that. A inner passion to start do something of your own. If you have that enterprising feeling in you, enterprise is the verb for entrepreneurship. If you are such an enterprising person, then definitely you like to have a company, business, organization, and you will start projecting yourself into some new venture where you can make a difference, so that you feel satisfied, this is my job. So what first step could be to get a job, see the world around. Why do you want to see the world around? Because you must understand what are the characteristics, what are the performance, how does it work. Not necessarily you have to be part of that organization and then get paid from there. If you are really interested, during BTech also you could jump out of your class. Most of the classes are probably useless. You don't require those teaching because you are equipping yourself to be an engineer. Don't waste too much of time into theory. What is required is anybody can learn this from the textbook. Online classes, what the teachers are teaching, you can also learn from outside. That's why the classes are like this. There is nothing great happening, no great information other than what is given in the syllabus is being shared. That's why only 4%. I am not talking about autonomous colleges where they decide how many percentage people have to pass. You want to understand the characteristics of an enterprise, jet out, go into market. There are MSME centers also. In Hyderabad also we have at ECIL one center. When I was part of engineering college, I used to take BTech students there and ask them to spend a day. Do a market survey, market study. Understand what is an enterprising person. He understands what is customer's requirement. Understand whether there is a similar system available, similar product available, who is my competitor, how do they do, what difference I can make in my product so that I can make my product out and people will accept it. That makes an enterprising person successful. That makes your enterprise, that company is called enterprise. So your enterprise becomes successful. As an entrepreneur, you become successful only when you make that difference, that contribution, where you don't require to spend much money for promotions. Most of the business people spend a lot of money for promotions, marketing. Therefore, they are very famous. We are not talking about that sort of a category people. Those who are making difference to the people, customers' life. So you must have very good knowledge about your target customers. Plus, you must also know how to make a finance. Planning has to be part of your job. How do you make your business plans? Lot of ideas have to come, and then you know how you can start distributing your job to some micro enterprises, so that you don't have to do everything, but you can make people to do and then contribute for your growth. So a real enterprising person is one who knows how to use all the other sources available in and around you. So as you grow, you don't do everything. You start outsourcing. Amandram aksharam nasti, nasti moolavanaushadam ayogya purusho nasti, yojagaha tatra durlabaha. Amandram aksharam nasti. There is no letter which is useless in this world. Everything is useful. Nasti moolavanaushadam. For an Ayurvedic doctor, every small leaves and roots and stems and everything is useful. Ayogya purusho nasti. There is no single individual who is useless. Everybody is useful. But what is lacking is ayogya purusho nasti yojagaha tatra durlabha. I don't say the people who are joining for the seminar today are useless. But you have not been directed properly. Therefore, you know how to hide. You don't know how to communicate. You don't even ask questions. When I ask question, you don't even answer. Because what is that your experience? Some buffalo will come, say blah blah blah, finish, and you can write in Hitam saying that one person also gave a lecture, finished. And you call it as international. Why international? Universal webinar. You can call it whatever you want. Because these are all in papers, not in action. So how do I credit? I credit only when I see how many people have that attitude for learning. Whether you are a self-motivated person, a learned person, do you have the dignity? You can also cheat and run enterprises. In paper, there are a lot of companies in India which are paper companies. Nothing is made. But are you dignified? Are you a person who has got little dignity? So that you know what you are doing is right in this world. For that, your performance require a good attitude, a good skill, and create opportunity. So I'm sure an enterprising person who is an entrepreneur always will look for opportunities. And world is giving a lot of opportunities. You look at CSIR labs. Most of the CSIR labs are open for people to do experimentation. Small scale industry supports a lot of programs. Visit all possible labs. That's what I suggest. Earlier there used to be regional research centers. In Hyderabad it is called IICT, Regional Research Laboratory, RRL. In my place in Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram, it is converted as National Institute for Interdisciplinary Science and Technology. All of them produce a lot of products, research, science and technology. As a student, what is that supposed to do? As an engineering college faculty, what is your job? Take them to such places and identify what is that you are teaching in your class. How is it going to be practically used? If that is not done, whatever you do will not make you better. The subject is being better as a job seeker. Therefore, you know what industry require. Therefore, you know how do you start an industry. How do you create that entrepreneur mentality? It's a mindset which is very different from an employee's, because employees need to know technical job, they get paid, but here you are supposed to pay. So therefore you have to create lot of resources, and you must be ready to fail in your, as a job seeker, failures are common. But then once you get a job, mostly monthly salary is guaranteed. Most of the people are not thrown out. Even if you are useless, they will retain you. But as an entrepreneur, if you want to become a real entrepreneur, you need to have that ability to make it most successful. But I told you 80,000 out of only 80 remains. That is why people don't jump into that. That is why parents tell you don't try this. It doesn't work. I don't know how many of you have seen the movie Pressure Cooker. I have passion. But then I don't like to have these blank, only terminal and then speak. I could do it in front of a camera and then send it across. I am not doing it for any single penny from you. I am not doing it for getting a recognition from you. I am not doing it for learning something from you. I am only serving one student who loves to learn something, who will interact with me. Anyway, teachers are hopeless. Otherwise, it will not be like this. It is not your BTech most boring classrooms. I don't want that to happen. Only one-way traffic, and then I have done it. I'll tell you, I will share what happens. In KL University, after each class, I give 10 problems. 5 problems which are copied from internet. 5 problems, very simple, which I created myself. Everybody will answer those 5 copied from internet. Perfect answer, 100%. Which I created, very simple question, they will not be able to answer. That is how educational institutions are fooling this India, the great nation. That is why we have lot of BTech, but we don't have engineers. I guess you understood. We have lot of BTechs, but no engineers. And if you don't get any job, you become a teacher. Not now. I started telling this in JNTU Academic Staff College almost 25-30 years back. I used to challenge those teachers who come for refresher course, orientation program. If you have guts, quit your job as a teacher. See what job you will get in this world. You have to be, teachers have to be very, very, very thorough, telling that no, not attendance. Don't threaten them. I will give you 3 attendance if you join the seminar. And they know how to cheat. They must know what is learning, what is importance of understanding the concept. And I cannot find fault with the students, because they have seen only boring sessions. They have seen only boring invited speakers. They have not seen dedicated, passionate teachers. They want some certificates to be issued. So everything runs in paperwork, but not in actions. Tell me if I am telling something wrong. Let a courageous student come and speak. When I am asking movie name, no response. When I am asking some entrepreneur, no response. I am asking what you want, no response. You tell what you want and finish. This is what is entrepreneurship. because you know how to fail in. What do engineering college train you? You actually, all engineering colleges are making entrepreneurs, because what is the risk involved? You will fail. So what is happening? Most of the people in engineering college fail. So they know how to take failures, how to face failures. That's it. Very good.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, like you have seen many people in your life, like they study so much. They go to college, they complete their academics, but they don't use their knowledge in growing their life, growing their surroundings, solving problems. But there are people who study less, but they use more than what they study. So, what do you think about these people and what challenges these people face in their life? Like they get so much of criticism and they become demotivated. So, what type of solution to what is it?
Praveen, what is important is, as a person, you should have passion.
Okay.
If you don't have passion and you start learning, why did I say you don't require a teacher? Assume you have passion for swimming. Do you require a swimming trainer?
No.
If you have passion for engineering, do you require teachers for engineering?
No.
If you have passion for cooking, will you fail in cooking? No, you may fail. But will you leave it and then go, or you will improvise yourself to become the perfect cook tomorrow?
Like we gain some experience from each time.
That is, each failure becomes a trial for you, and then you become success tomorrow.
Okay.
If I have passion for agriculture, that doesn't mean I will go around somebody's agriculture land. I will make my own little farm which I have. I will put myself wet into the wet mud. If I don't do that, it cannot be called as passion. So what is essentially required for you is, most of the people who join for engineering, they don't have passion. Passionate people never quit. They will not become depressed. See, I am a passionate speaker. Even like this sort of audience is not new to me. But still, why am I scolding? To find out whether one person will identify how does it become different. I am passionate. That is why even I become a failure in this class, I have got something else tomorrow coming better. So one failure is not making me to turn away and then go back and say what you are doing is foolish. No, because I am passionate about this. Otherwise I would have left this long back. This job of giving lectures. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Sujata asked me my address to send some management wanted to give something to me. I don't require anything. I told what I want is few questions and few interactions. And identify one good student from this college who will be behind me to learn something extra.
Sir, there is another question, sir. Like we have seen two.
See, I am so happy with
Now, sir, okay, sir.
Charan Raj, mechanical. When I asked a question, he has sent me Maharishi movie. Beautiful movie, Maharishi movie. What is that he made him to be part of that agriculture? The passion.
Passion.
He doesn't mind losing all that what he has got, great office. So what is that you need to identify in your life is passion. If you don't have passion, you can be an employee monthly paid by somebody. Because you need to satisfy your Madhya Pradesh. You need to have a family, you have to produce children, you have to make somebody to know.
Recording in progress.
So what is exactly required for you other than maintaining your family for which you are doing a job? Do you have that extra mind which takes you to become a tapas? That is called a tapas. Tapam. Tapam is burning inside.
Desire.
Yeah, desire. Burning desire inside. As an employee also you become successful. Otherwise you become an employee. Getting a job is not because you are good. The getting job is because I don't have any other option. I am a good teacher, 100% sure. But give me a job in any engineering college, I don't accept. They pay me lakhs of rupees, I say I don't want. Because my interest is not residing in one engineering college and then doing what they are asking me to do every day and then looking at these blank faces. No, I am hunting for somebody where I can make a difference. So, what is passion? Passion is not teaching and learning. Passion is you have a mission, take it forward. And that mission, somebody has to be carrying behind you. So that, yeah, that yadyada, that is what is called ajarana. Ajarana means acharya. That is what your B stands for before your degree. B.Tech, B. B is bachelor. What is bachelorship? Bachelorship is Hridaya Guhara Madhye Kevalam Brahma Matram. Brahmacharya is bachelor. What is Brahmachari? Brahmachari is who have that creativity inside his Hridaya. Therefore, he carries that fire inside him and takes him. Brahmachari. Brahmam is moving. What is Brahmam? Creativity is moving. What is creativity? He has his style. He is creative. I am a creative teacher. I challenge you cannot see another teacher talking like this. Because they have to be very good, very thankful to Hitam, very thankful to Sujata, very thankful to your principal, very, very thankful to the management so that tomorrow again I will get a chance. Who wants this chance? I am not behind any chance and getting one more class so that I can get money from that. I am not interested in that. Because you have a student, you become an employee, then you become an engineer, then you become an entrepreneur, then there is something higher than that. You know what is that? Work with the social commitment. So I am into that stage.
Social ethics and values.
Yeah, when I have my message to send it across to the society, what I am doing is not for earning. I am a philanthropist. So my service to the nation, service to people. So when I am serving somebody, what I am looking for is a response, a smile in your face. If I am providing food to somebody else and that person doesn't even look at you and then throw that to somewhere else and don't even care, your passion of giving the food is lost. That is why I said as a precondition I want faces, I want interaction. That's only what I demand. But I am not unsatisfied because I am doing it with the passion. So why people become distressed, why people become unhappy? Even I am as an electronics engineer, yes. I am so much passionate when there is an old telephone comes to me, immediately I will start doing something. The other day I lost the cover for my phone. A old cover. This design you will not see anywhere because I made it. This is only a cello tap which I have pasted here. So what you do is you do that we call it jugad. You need that passion. That is what is essential. If you have that passion, will you leave it? No. You mold yourself. Adaptable, acceptable to that. That is what is essential. Yeah. Good enough, Praveen? Are you happy? You understood why people don't identify passion. How do you identify passion? The world is like a buffet dinner for you. You have to go and taste everywhere and find out which counter is good for you. Otherwise, you are forced to eat in a counter which you don't like. What will happen? You have not seen the world around. And you feel that Tairi Sadam is not at all good. The curd rice is boring. That is what happened to most of the people. So that is why I said you go and visit all the factories around. See, I have gone to most of the factories. I have gone to IP, Institute of Public Enterprises. Manufacturing, I learned there. I learned prototyping. I am not an engineer, but I know most of the engineers don't do this. I did it. I went to Institute of Entrepreneurs. I went to Prototyping Center in Osmania University. I went to Prototyping Center in the MSME Center in Maulali. I go to different companies and understand what do they do. Go understand what is a lathe machine, most advanced numerically controlled lathe machines. How do they work? Ask me, I'll teach you. Ask me electronics, I'll teach you. I have got special training in the Vexels scanner, how to maintain a scanner. The most advanced scanners I got trained. I am not an electronics engineer, but then I had that passion to learn. So do you have that passion? You touch everything and then see, oh, this is what I wanted to do. Let me learn. That is what is essential. Yeah, Dibya was showing hand. Dibya also showed face. DIB.
Sir, I'll ask one more question from my side. This is Anil Reddy.
Yeah, Anil, yeah.
Sir, you are telling that in India, 80,000 startups are there, but the success is very low.
Yeah.
Because of they have no proper knowledge, and while you are going for starting up the startups, to what lack of things are there, sir, and why they are considered? What's the problem? Root cause of the problem.
Yeah, root cause of the problem is, one is it require more effort from people. Success cannot be an overnight activity. They need patience. They need good financial backing. You should know how to do sales, finance, networking. All that is essential. And there are lack of good professionals who can work in factories. So what do? They are offered a good salary by somebody else. Immediately they jump there. And Indian system of getting sanctions, paperwork is a very, very big job. There are a lot of political interference, administrative interference. Great business people themselves are not able to survive. So India is not a very good place for with a lot of support. Though Modi government tells this, but that doesn't change into the administrative level. Because Modi is not ruling every state. And not directly by the great people who had a vision. The other day, we had a news from Kerala, one of the textile industry. The Kerala government did not take care of him well. Immediately they wanted to come to Telangana. So Telangana government gave him a big red carpet. That doesn't mean every day the red carpet is like that. Only the beginning they will be there. But after some time they become a failure. So you need to know how government can take care of you. You must not start something just because government is not supporting. When you start an industry, there are many reasons for starting it in that place. The basic 5S. I don't know how many of you know. Men, market, money, material. Everything is essential. Manpower. So you need to study, and you have to be a person who is ready to spend a lot of time. Cannot be on fixed. So by the time you start an industry, maybe you got married, your family says, why are you troubling? You can get a job which is much, you can sit in the AC room and then do that. And most of the time, you have to go around and do a good networking. That is also not happening. So business is all about creating a good team of people around you. If you want to do a job, your boss will create team. You can rely on somebody else. But when you start your enterprise, what is required is you have to put everything together. So what is essential if you want to be a good person who is jumping into enterprise? Write down all your frustrations. I don't say your skill and all that. No. Write down why are you frustrated? Write down or write out your frustrations. Why you don't want a job? Write it down. You are looking for a job, write down why do you want a job. Look at who are all the people with whom I can associate. Can I make a beautiful team?
Sir,
Understand what is that customers require. And then how you can improvise it. A small change is good enough sometimes. From somebody else. Assume that I have got a water bottle like this. When I press here, the cap opens. Beautiful.
Little bit of innovation.
Yeah, but then by mistake, if somebody presses, this gets open. It's not a good product. Because when you pack it, some item can press here, it can get open. So what is required? You need a small lock here. This is an improvisation. Once you put it, it's locked. So once you press, it will not work. So these are all small changes which you can make. So how do your product becomes very good? Most of the products which are produced by entrepreneurs are very, very poor in quality. That is why it cannot sustain for longer time. And your infrastructure created becomes useless. So what is that required? You need a feedback. Your design has to be good. You must be ready to take stress. You have to be unconventional. Don't become a conventional person who does everything as others are doing. No. You have to be slightly different. Then you can sustain. What is required? Every engineering college must have a factory. You must understand when you are running an engineering college, if you have 100 faculty members, 100 faculty members should work like managers in a factory. The hierarchy and the up, we should become CEOs and whatever name you want. And every student become workers there. Not theoretical problem solving problem. Then you are only creating BTech but not entrepreneurs. If really you want. I have seen they credit themselves as Asia's one of the best entrepreneurship development center. Incubation center is there. What incubation center? The building itself is not completed. So what are you seeing? Incomplete building. When your building itself is incomplete, what do you see in the college is always incomplete building. So you will also feel your BTech need not be completed. Your ambience have to be good. Every place around where you are living gives a beautiful message. So India has a biggest problem because we have seen a lot of failures. Our social commitment with each individual. I have to do something new. I must take permission from my wife, my children, my neighbors, my relatives. Everybody has to permit. That will not happen. So a lot of pressure. Get some permanent monthly salary and get satisfied. Don't take risk. This is what is that being taught from our childhood? Don't fail, don't fail, don't fail, don't fail, don't fail. How can you have entrepreneurs? So what should be taught? Only in engineering colleges people learn how to fail. Up to +2 everybody passes with high marks. When they come to engineering college they fail. So actually that's why I said engineering colleges are good training center to become entrepreneurs. But their mindset doesn't change. Because family members will say, pass, how can you fail, how can you fail, how can you fail? You have to pass, you have to pass. How can somebody become an entrepreneur when always there is a pressure on you to pass? No, you cannot do business like that. That is why Indian entrepreneurships are failing. Main reason is government. Main reason is politics. Second reason is administration. Third reason is family setup. Lot of pressure from society. This have to change. I am sure people will become good. And every certificate given is they are genuinely done under my guidance and it's all innovative. They know everything is fake. And fake certificates are given. Therefore, everybody know how to fake people. We make fake items. That is where we are teaching them how to become fake. What is required is you must make it genuine people, genuine products will come, though that they will become successful. Yeah, good question. Yeah.
Sir,
Bhuvaneshwar.
Bhuvanesh, please ask the question.
sir, for entrepreneur, the government is insurance, some kind of loans from MSME.
Yeah.
That MSME, how it will work, so without any insurance we are having, without any property.
Yeah, there are different schemes. One is not that MSME, as soon as you come, they will give you money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. There are different, I don't know how many of you know that there is a National Innovation Council.
Yes, sir. National.
There is a Cobweb network. I was also part of all these and I started going to different engineering colleges with this earlier. We also conducted a lot of programs around them. There are different people who recognize us, and once you have got a combination of not one person, a real person who can show this, then MSME will give you little facility for doing it. Not that they will give you just like that an insurance, or there are people, assume that somebody comes with a good product. I'm sure there are a lot of people who wanted to make into business. You can have a partnership. Once you have got a partnership, I am sure most of the financial institutions also will support. Second, not that one day when you want, you go there. Every BTech people should go to, that's why I said you go to different factory, learn how did they make it, how did they do that, how did they got this money. Then go to MSME and see how do they finance it. Go to their places, spend 1 or 2 days, understand the whole system. Don't just walk in with a paper, I want a loan, I have this product. See, for example, now space department, I am from space department. We had a program called Respond. That's also part of government funding. We never had a good project coming from students. I remember I used to go to NIT and we had a good lot of people used to write entrance exam to become part of that innovation team where the project was making a satellite itself. I was teaching them the project management principles. So you need to learn the project management. You need a good documentation.
Recording stopped.
That documentation will tell you
Recording in progress.
the return on investment. In a business, nobody fund you without understanding the return on investment. Not in paper. That need to be genuinely correct return on investment written down. There is a great statistics on why most of the startup fails. The percentage, the reason for all these are written down. Right? So it says 38% runs with the cash, capital, money, and market requirement is not studied, 35%. Okay, there are different categories in which the reason is explained. So one of them is not finance, that is the major reason. So Bhuvaneshwar understood, major reason is 38%, 40% don't understand the financial part. You need a big documentation, return on investment, then you become successful. Otherwise nobody is going to fund you. What we don't have, even agriculture doesn't have a insurance in India. You can see, go around different parts of, I was there in one of the agricultural field the other day. I went there to identify, they were growing something, but the last 1 month continuous rain made everything to be underwater. He lost everything what he cultivated. Who is going to lose? The person is going to lose. So it's not that easy. That is why you need a lot of people to collaborate. Not one place. You need to geographically displace them. Understand if in the worst case what will happen. You need a canal, you need bund, you need good platforms to be created. all that comes with a lot of experience from different people. So talk to those people, communicate with them, handhold with such people who will take care of such problems.
Question, sir.
Yeah. Again, Praveen?
Yes, sir, this is Praveen, sir.
Yeah.
So we have seen so much more, we have talked with many people and looking what one thing you have seen like we have seen so much. So what do you think which is the nonsense of the general people say? So like they follow some cult-like feeling and they follow some strict rules which I have been following from years and years and say that we need to go for a job, we need to have a regular pay. So according to your point, this is all about nonsense and we need to bring this all to make something different to help society or people and solve problems.
See, the world keeps on changing. If you don't understand what change is going to happen from tomorrow, I don't know whether Praveen knows what is fourth industrial revolution.
Like it's about AI and
No, I am not asking whether you heard in some paper. Did you really study that?
I have an idea about it.
Not bit. Have you studied fourth industrial revolution? Have you heard any of the talk which happened in the World Economic Forum? Have you understood what is sustainable development programs by United Nations? See, these are all the major activities happening around in the world. If in the classroom a teacher doesn't speak about it, what is that great knowledge a teacher gives you in the classroom? You have to relate your subject knowledge syllabus to what is the world going to happen tomorrow. That connectivity is what is to be given by the teachers. Then only they become directors for you. They give direction setting. Otherwise, you get every buffalo who joins for BTech comes out with a degree BTech. That is why the value has gone. It is not that important you get a BTech degree hand. No. What, especially from JNTU or maybe most of the colleges in the country, many people pass, but the employability skill is only for 4% in the core subject. Why is it happening? Because you are not connecting to the present world. The present, that's what you asked. It is happening like this. Every time change happens. So what you should do, you must, I remember when I was going to one of the engineering college, I was part of that engineering college when we were driving. That day there was a bridge, overbridge construction happening. So I said, stop the vehicle, let us all watch this and then go. I remember in my village, I am from Kannur. From Hyderabad, there is direct flight to Kannur airport now. It got constructed only 2 years back. That time I had a program in one of the engineering colleges. There I told the engineering college, all civil engineering students, you want, I will show you how the roads and the airport runway is constructed. I will take you to the airport inside. During the construction, I can show you what is happening there. Come. 5 engineering students came, I took them to the airport. It's a rare chance for somebody to see how the airport is being constructed during the construction stage. What is required is, there are a lot of engineering happenings around you. You must go there. Planning is happening. Sustainable development. I must have given at least 3-4 lectures on sustainable development. Fourth industrial revolution. What business opportunities are there? The other day we had, during COVID, after COVID, business, new paradigm for business. It was a seminar in one of the engineering colleges and management institute. We had speakers from different parts of the world. So when there are a lot of such things happening, a student or anybody who want to grow higher, don't get into your level and lower level. Always listen to the higher level. Look at tomorrow. After 20 years, what Praveen wants to be. Draw a line. If I want to reach there, what should I learn? That should be the education what is given today, not what happened 20 years back and 30 years back. There is no point in starting a computer science program with a internet security or data security, where the teachers doesn't even have a knowledge about it. No. So we talk about the strategic analysis. We understand what is security. In that, cyber security is one part of it. But assume you don't have that practical skill. It is not being taught in the general platform in India today. But people start BTech in cyber security without even understanding. The teachers have never understood what is cyber security, not from textbooks. Have you got anybody of your faculty got a training from IB on cyber security? I was trained from IB on cyber security probably 15 years back. So unless you have understood what IB does, Intelligence Bureau does in cyber security in India, what cyber security you are talking about, what happens in Australia, what happens in America, somebody has written a book and that book you are trying to teach here, that is not applicable. Got it?
Yes, sir.
There are a lot of things which comes in movie much faster and higher than which comes in education. I don't know whether you have seen Bell Bottom movie. Yesterday I saw the Bell Bottom movie.
The show
Yeah, how do you make opportunities and convert opportunities into your benefit? You must be very fast. That's what I'm saying. Don't think immediate action. In real life, there is no time to think. Real life runs only with intuition, immediate action. But we are all trained to think. That is what teachers will teach you. I keep saying, don't think, act. Don't become think and become thunk. That's why most of the students don't even ask questions. They will start thinking. And they keep thinking, they don't ask anything. They wanted to frame the question in the nice way, they don't even ask. And by the time seminar is over, they keep thinking, tomorrow I will contact. Oh, I got the number, I can contact him. And after 7 years, yesterday some student contacted me after 7 years. What happened? I was a student of you when I was in 10th class. Now what you have done? I got into a love affair and I finished. I don't know how to come out of it. I said, you had seen lot of teachers around these 7 years you have been interacting. Now why are you not talking to them? I know they are all useless, but I want to talk to you. When 7 years back I got the number. Why do you contact me? Because you are a life mentor, sir. I know, oh, you know this. And then what happened? You come for a consultation with a problem. Consultation with a problem doesn't solve problems. Because you don't have trust. That is why you did not contact. So it has to be a continuous process. Got it? So you must get attentive to all the changes happening around. Update yourself. Update your mentor. Get a direction. And that direction setting is what is essential. If that direction setting doesn't happen, even after BTech, you are only a 1980, 1990 concept. Finished. So look at what is happening around the world. 2015 to 2030. Now already we passed 6 years of Sustainable Development Index. India is one of the worst. We are not developing. Though Modi says we are great, we are great. Do you know Sustainable Development India's position is 66th in the world? Whereas a small state in the all countries are listed, a small state is listed there, that is Kerala. Kerala is in 6th. Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, in the state it is that maybe good, but in the world when you look at it, doesn't come into picture at all. Why doesn't it come into picture? Because why Kerala is listed as a very special one? Among the countries, Kerala is stated there. Because in the whole India it is 66, Kerala is 6th in the world. So what is essential? You need to update yourself with what is happening around the world so that you can compete with most of the other people. That competition is make you sharper and sharper. Don't use the old weapon without sharpening. There is a saying, I want to cut a tree and you are given with 30 minutes. You don't require 30 minutes for cutting that wood. You need only 1 minute. Provided your axe is very sharp. So you can invest probably 25 minutes to sharpen and 5 minutes to cut it. But what is happening? You are not sharpening. Your knowledge is not up to date. So you need to invest a lot of time in sharpening your weapons. That is what education should give. Yeah, that direction is what is essential so that you can make a difference.
Already we have
No,
several
I am sure you are insisting that it has to be physical. I must come to campus and all that. But things are not different.
Yes,
I'll tell you, in this world of digital, I wrote a book on digital connections and teaching. How many years back? In 2005, I wrote this book. So not that during COVID I became a digital teacher. I was propagating this adaptive learning, web net learning pedagogies and practices almost 15 years back. So COVID did not turn me into this, but COVID gave me at least some platform to speak like this. Otherwise, I was a person who was propagating on digital platform. Wherever it is not to be physical, you can always do this. So this gives me a lot of opportunity. Today I am teaching under the New York America's platform. I am teaching Bhagavad Gita every Sunday. How is it possible? That is because today people accept it. And who attends? From small villages people attend.
Definitely we are interacting with in further future also, sir, from your side.
All the best. All the best. God bless.